Now we want to start thinking about colors. So we've learned a long time ago there are colors that go into groups, such as primary and secondary. Primary would be blue, red, yellow. Those are colors that you cannot make. You have to have these colors. You have to start with them. The secondary colors are the ones you can make. Red and blue make purple. Yellow and blue make green. Red and yellow make orange. Now, lately we've been talking about how these are arranged on a color wheel and colors that are complements to each other, complementary colors. So if I arrange these to make a color wheel, I'm going to put my primaries on there first. Then we know where the secondaries would go between them based on how to make those colors. So looking at these, if we cut this like a pizza, that's how we find the complement of another color. So blue and orange are complements. Yellow and purple are complementary colors. Red and green are complementary. So you're always pairing a very bright color with a very soft color. So a very intense, warm color with a very soft, cool color. So that's how I'm going to paint my dog. So I'm going to paint the positive space, emphasizing one of the complements of the negative space. So let's say I decide my dog is going to be orange. Well, if he's going to be orange, then definitely my negative space, if you guys have been paying attention, you should be saying it will be blue. So painting along the edges, trying to stay off of the black line, or at least inside of it. So anything that's supposed to be part of the color of his fur could be that orange color. So the eyes, I could come back and emphasize those with another color later. So once I give myself a border to stay inside of with that orange, then I can paint inside of it a lot faster. So jumping over the tongue. This part I'm going to go ahead and do this whole shape since that's so small. Coming down this way. Don't want to forget down here, that's a small part too, so I'm going to go ahead and do the whole thing. And then once I've given myself that place to stay inside of, then I can actually paint a lot quicker. I can press down more with my brush. So before I was trying to really stick with using the tip of the brush, but now I can press down and use more of the surface of it to fill in the color quicker. Getting some of that extra paint and bringing that down here. Then I need to think about the complement of orange, which we determined is blue. That would be directly across from it on the color wheel. And that's how I'm going to paint the negative space outside. It's really going to make the dog pop out more because of the difference, the contrast between the bright, warm intensity of the orange and the soft coolness of the blue. But then there's parts of the dog that I have not yet painted. So I will have to think, what color could his eyes be, his tongue, his nose, his collar? That's where I can use a different pair of complementary colors. So I'm not painting the cat right now that I showed you in my other directions, but if I were, I would be doing the same thing. Maybe the cat could be yellow. If the cat's yellow, the background would have to be, you should be thinking purple. So, maybe I use red on the nose and the tongue, which means for the collar and the eyes I would use, and you should be saying green. Because red and green are a complementary pair of colors. Maybe here I just paint the outside part. All right, guys, I look forward to seeing how yours turn out. So don't forget, when you are done, submit the assignment so I get to see.